Well, hello. This is a reading for the week of March 25th, 2024. We have a full lunar eclipse tomorrow in the sign of Libra. So what that means is that there's going to be some wild energies surrounding relationships. Now, this Libra eclipse is also dancing with Aries, and Aries and Libra together are going to be dealing with situations involving partnerships and independence and the interplay of those two things. So for many people, there may be issues surrounding the idea of independence within a relationship. Maybe you're redrawing some boundaries about personal goals and where you're putting your attention. For other people, you may be wanting to move into more committed territory. But in any case, this isn't really a manifestation energy. It's not a manifestation moon. It's too wild. But this topic may come into play big time starting tomorrow. For people that are single, anything is possible in love right now. So see what happens. But this doesn't just have to be about romantic relationships. This can be other relationships too. Like, where are the boundaries? What's the interplay between this friendship or situationship and what's going on with, your life path versus another person's life path? All right, so buckle your seatbelts. It may be a wild ride. And now let's see what the cards want to add to this mix. And quite appropriately, one of the main energies that it's going to be floating around this week is emotional intelligence, right? What does it mean to have high emotional intelligence? Well, it's about getting enough self-worth to allow yourself to be vulnerable with somebody or put up a boundary if need be. It's not being totally reactionary. It's sort of taking a step back before you decide to say something. This is great advice for an eclipse in Libra. But this also is a great time for connection. This is a lovely energy, and it really talks about making a heartfelt connection with somebody or somebodies. Let's see what else they have to say. So, interesting. For some of us, there's going to be, and this is very relationship oriented. For some of us, we're about to reach a threshold. So all of these puzzle pieces are falling together in this reading and with this moon around relationship. This is a significant energy when it comes to a partnership. And this is talking about moving toward some sort of threshold. So again, if we throw in that eclipse energy, it could go either way, right? Because we're dealing with ourself and other and our needs. And with this energy here, it's saying you need to take a bigger view of your relationship or relationships and take a step back and be like, oh, is this actually fitting into my life? Is this what I want? And this is for everybody. This may mean, because we do have the very last card in the deck as the last card in the reading, generally that's auspicious, but this is a last card, meaning an era is wrapping up. So either things are going to move into a deeper direction and a more committed direction, or things are probably going to be moving into the opposite direction. Now, if your relationship is strong enough to handle a big shift in the status quo, then you're going to definitely stay together and you're just going to grow, right? But if it's not, it may not make it. Wow, we also have another relationship card here. So yeah, the focus this week, maybe because it's springtime now and flowers are blooming, maybe our hearts are blooming too, but definitely this would be a good week to do some emotional work maybe around yourself and love. So if I switch the filter a little bit and just go more to life path energy, there's definitely a message here about finding joy even if there's some chaos, right? Joy in the day-to-day, grounding yourself into daily ritual, a daily acknowledgement of what you're grateful for, because this could be a wild ride week, and that's why the first card that came up is about emotional intelligence. So also you can ground yourself in your day-to-day as well. Some of you may be investing your time and energy into a project. This bodes really well for doing the work now and having it come to a really successful conclusion in the next weeks or months, right? You sort of start with this front loading the labor, and then you end up with a really successful outcome. So that's really good if you've been working on something. We do have the anxiety card right in the middle of all this, so be aware, check in with yourself. How do you deal with anxiety, right? For some of us, it's a big deal. We all deal with it on some level, but, are there healthier ways for you to deal with your stress? Well, that's for you to answer, but this is just, it's just floating around all week, and I'm sort of not surprised by that from what I'm looking at. There is a shift in the foundation of this reading. So even the foundation of this reading is implying that things are shifting underneath the surface. So we all need to be flexible. And the shift is actually a shift towards growth. And it seems like this week it's really focusing on relationship. So just be flexible, be kind with yourself and others, and try to be brave and communicate feelings and your own personal viewpoint of things. And it should be okay. Generally, having this card as the outcome, it sort of is an organic, natural conclusion to something that this week is sort of going to put into, overdrive to try and make this resolution happen. So hopefully this is just going to be a week of some personal growth, and in the meantime, have fun. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.